7 days ago, TheSchwanz27 purchased a used copy of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare from GameStop. The refund policy gives him exactly 1 week to try the game out before returning it for a full refund. This is his decision. The Decision Special has been sponsored by The Crew XBL. Schwanz and his buddies post to this channel any entertaining videos that they think that you would enjoy. And it doesn't have to be just FPS games. Ever wonder what the Schwanz is doing when he's not shooting shit in the face? Well, The Crew XBL channel has any of the random videos of him playing other games that I know that he would like you to enjoy. Make sure you check out the channel, link in the description. The first topic on my review is going to be the movement and the gameplay mechanics. I think that the exosuit is an excellent addition to Call of Duty. Being able to just, abruptly move from place to place is an amazing thing. It takes a little bit of an adjustment period, but I do also think that playing on tactical will finally reward you in this game, because you could do things like slamming out of the sky when somebody has got their sights on you. Unlimited sprint being on every single character is always a plus. I love playing Battlefield 4 and Titanfall where there is unlimited sprint. I've always thought it should be in Call of Duty, unlimited sprint. Now having increased mobility with things like sliding, M-dashing, and slamming, all awesome things. The hit detection is actually pretty fucking good when the connection is good, which is something I'll get to later. I do think the time to kill is a bit quick for how fast you move around the map. It's quite annoying to get, 2 or 3 shot when you're moving so fucking fast. I think the way that Titanfall has the time to kill is probably more appropriate, or maybe even slightly shorter than that, maybe 1.5 times the amount it is right now in Advanced Warfare, because it's better to be stationary with the aim assist on console and shoot at a moving target versus being moving and shooting at a stationary target. I know that there's 2 different aim assist indicators, but it is much easier with aim assist to be a stationary player shooting some guy who's just zipping around the map. I also think that the exo movement shouldn't show up on the radar. There is a perk to remove exo movement from the radar, but you should be rewarding players who are actually using the movement in the game versus de-incentivizing it by having them show up on radar. I mean, for fuck's sake, we should have campers show up on radar if they're stationary for too fucking long. That's what I think. The next segment has been sponsored by Retro Moddingmer 102. If you enjoy older Call of Duty games and a variety of FPS gaming, then Retro Moddingmer 102 is the channel for you. Yes, he may be young, but he is old at heart and going back to those older Call of Duty games that we all know and love. Make sure you check his channel out, link in the description. Alright, so for the guns, obviously this is an assault rifle dominant game, which honestly isn't a bad thing. It's much better than, getting dicked on by shit scopers or having, LMG users just camping their fucking twat off in the back of the map. But now you have assault rifle people that are just camping their twat off at the back of the map. The BAL is a little bit overpowered. What they should do is they should nerf the damage for the higher rate of fire rounds, because, when you pull down the trigger, the first couple of rounds aren't as fast with the rate of fire, but then the rate of fire increases as you go through the magazine and you hold down the trigger. So those damages for those rounds should get nerfed. I think that's the easiest way to do it. The AK-12 is good, the HBR is good, the IMR, it might be a little bit overpowered, but again, burst rifles and burst weapons are very connection dependent. So if you're on a good connection, then burst rifles will pretty much melt. The ARX is fucking terrible. The submachine guns desperately need a buff as well. The KF5 is the only usable one, and it's only really usable if you have the rapid fire attachment. I mean, these things are just fucking hit marker machines. The heavy weapons pretty much suck. The Ameli is okay with stock and quick draw, and the Pyotech is absolutely zero recoil after you fire a couple of rounds, but you're going to want to be ADSing all the time with this gun, which leads to a more campy or defensive playstyle. The shotguns are basically like farting in your hand and throwing them at people. Completely useless. The snipers are also ridiculously bad due to the increased movement, except for that Atlas 20mm could be a quick scoping machine. I'd be on the lookout for it. The supply drop guns only make a difference if you don't have that particular attachment unlocked. For example, the KF5 that I got has a rapid fire built into it because I haven't unlocked the rapid fire attachment because I haven't gotten fucking double kill medals yet. Speaking of which, unlocking attachments in this game is fucking annoying. I wish they would just go back to the normal, level the gun up by using it more instead of having to do specific challenges for the actual attachments. That's that shit I don't like. Oh, and one of the only things I think Ghost got correctly was being able to unlock any gun whenever the fuck you wanted to, but I also do think they should have done it like the perks, where you have to pay to unlock things early, but if you get to a certain level, you unlock it for free. I can't believe Advanced Warfare would go back to this, you have to progress up in order to unlock the weapon that you want. Thankfully, most of the weapons that you start off with are the best in their fucking tiers anyway. The next segment has been brought to you by Nodi88. All of you beauty faces that are looking for lots of FPS games and all that other sweet jazz, make sure you go check out his channel. He also likes to step out and play other games like thriller games like Doom and Alien Isolation, and he's got several great series on his channel, including Whatever Wednesday and Feedback Friday. Make sure you check him out. Link will be in the description. On to the perks and create a class system. The Pick 13 is a great idea. We don't have 35 motherfucking perks anymore. In Tier 1, the only perk that's actually useful is low profile. Flak Jacket is okay for one class if you're playing the OBJ. Lightweight isn't really necessary when you could zip across the map with exo movements anyway. Tier 2 is peripherals and gung-ho. Those are cool ideas, and those are the only things that are pretty much useful. Blind Eye is fucking not useful because the kill streaks suck. Cold-blooded is also relatively useless as nobody uses the threat detector grenades or the thermals. And the same thing goes with fast hands. The exo launchers are fucking terrible, so there's no point in using them quickly or in swapping over to awful fucking secondaries. Now, Tier 3 has the great perks in it. Now, Blast Suppressor, as I mentioned before, is kind of necessary for playing this game the way it's supposed to be played, using your exo movements to get all around. Hardline is also pretty much a necessity because of how hard it is to build up your score streaks in this game. I guess you can use Scavenger if you're going on long streaks, but I just pick up a gun of the first person I kill because I rarely run a secondary anyway, so it's always good to have a second primary gun to use. And toughness is not as effective in this game as it was in previous games, and I want to get into gunfights where I flank so that the enemies don't shoot back at me. Exo abilities are pretty much useless other than Stim if you want to do some fast regen of your health after you get shot at, and the trophy system / exo shield for objective play. Other than that, having one-time use perks isn't really that fucking useful. The exo launchers suck, except for the stun grenades, which a cool feature is you could double tap X in order to have them go off, just like a C4. The variable grenade is a cool idea, but then again, like I said, the exo launcher abilities pretty much suck. The next segment has been brought to you by Scorpius. Battlefield cinematic videos. Scorpius is your one-stop shop to go for all of those videos that make you go, ooh and ah. He'll also do commentaries in English and Polish, so Nostrovia. Check out his channel, link down in the description. Alright, so the score streaks, like I mentioned, are fucking terrible, but having them be customizable is an amazing idea. However, you actually have to level up the score streaks or customize them to get any use out of any of the score streaks. The base score streaks for most of these are fucking terrible. The UAV with support and speed and threat detection is a great way to have one of those oracles or friendly wall hack inbound. I use the assault drone with the AI and the machine gun for 850 points. points, as it's something like a dragon fire, but you don't have to bother controlling it, so you could go and kill shit on the ground while it's killing shit in the air. The Orbital Care Package usually does the map-based streaks, so if you enjoy some of the map-based streaks, like the tanks on Comeback, then I would run the Orbital Care Package only on those particular maps. The system hack is extremely fucking annoying with that skull on the screen. I could deal with the scrambly shit, but all the other extraneous beepity bops like the skull, no fucking thank you. The Vulcan is good only when you have 2 bursts on it. So basically, when you get the first burst that goes down in the laser, everybody thinks, oh, okay, good, the Vulcan's done, let me go run back out and go capture this objective. That's when you fucking zap them just like mosquitoes right there. They'll never fucking see it coming. The bombing run is the best score streak in this game. It's the only one you don't have to upgrade in order to be extremely lethal and get those multi kills all over your fucking feed. You could put on an extra bomber, but hey, I've already gotten fucking 5s and quads by doing just 1 bomber run with the default nothing on it. The only other streak I enjoy using is the Warbird with Defender, so it's like an AH6, plus you have the AI control it, so you can continue to tear that shit up on the ground like a hamstring. The next segment has been brought to you by Accord Racer. If you enjoy Call of Duty content with commentaries with a bite, make sure you go check out Accord Racer. Link will be down in the description. Okay, so on to the game modes. Momentum is fucking amazing. I can't believe they finally brought the war game mode back into Call of Duty. It's everything that I had hoped it would be. Kill Confirmed has now been bumped up to 85 tags for a win, much better than 65. Those games are over way too fucking quickly. Kill Confirmed is also now back in Ground War, which is a fucking great idea after Ghost subsequently, for whatever fucking reason, removed Kill Confirmed from Ground War. Can we please remove TDM from Ground War for fuck's sake? Nobody wants to play it. Uplink is really not my thing, but it's an interesting idea, and it's something fun to play every once in a while, but, you know, it's kind of just like a novelty at this particular point. I fucking hate round-based domination, but if we're going to do round-based domination, can we please switch at 100 points, not a fucking timer? This way we could play to 200 points, just like domination is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be a time-based game. It's supposed to be a score-based game. Infected is back, so I will be on the lookout for boosters. However, I hate how it's like Ghosts, where every time you get a kill, you have to go back to 2 minutes on the clock. They should have made it like MW3, 5 minutes from the start of the game, no matter who dies, that's how long you have to survive. It makes much more sense that way, and it's a lot harder to do Infected hiding when you have the game mode working like that, where the games could last like 15 fucking minutes if you space out the kills enough. However, I'm not finding many boosters on the Xbox One. I think that's a product of all the little fucking teenagers who actually do boost, haven't gotten their Xbox One yet. Maybe when Christmas time rolls around and their mommies and daddies buy it for them, maybe we'll see an uptick in boosters. Esports will be amazing now that finally fucking Hardpoint is back with Search and Destroy, and now having Momentum as being one of the esports modes. Holy shit, I cannot wait to watch competitive Momentum. But can we drop Capture the Flag now that we have Uplink in here? Capture the Flag is fucking boring. Uplink is much more exciting that you could pass the ball around to different teammates. It's kind of like Capture the Flag on fucking crack. The next segment has been brought to you by It's Cruiser. Pub Stomper and graphic designer, this anime-loving Call of Duty gameplay channel will surely get all of your kicks for all of your pub stomping needs. Co-leader of the Overpowered team, make sure you check out his channel. Link will be in the description. Alright, so on to the maps. The maps are pretty well designed given the added addition of the EXO abilities. However, lots of the maps have roofs on them that people love to fucking camp and just sit up there on. It fucking pisses me off. It's much easier to win a gunfight with higher ground, so why get off the fucking roof? Maybe if the time to kill would be higher, like I mentioned earlier, it'd be easy to eradicate these campers off of these fucking roofs. Detroit is easily the best map, and you want to know why? Lack of fucking roofs! It's easy as that. I also really enjoy Retreat and Biolab, even though they do have roofs. I think that the traffic patterns on those maps play really well, and they do definitely have lanes. Some of the bad maps I fucking hate are Instinct, Riot, Comeback because of all the fucking roofs. And I know that verticality is a thing in this game, but campers will always go to the highest fucking roof, just like in Pilot Skirmish for Titanfall. Recovery is an interesting map because it's 2 maps in one, and at the halfway point, you have to migrate into the other portion of the map. Green Band is also kind of a cool map because you need the exo abilities to get around, because there's so many places you could fall off the map. Same thing with Ascend. However, those maps don't really have great traffic flow because you could just zip around the map wherever the fuck you want. And I cannot believe that the Horizon wall breach glitch has not yet been fixed. What the fuck are you guys waiting for at Sledgehammer Games? DLC maps for this game? Well, since they brought back Atlas Gorge, which is an Infinity Ward map, that leads me to believe that they'll bring back maps from any of the Call of Duties. What maps would I like to see brought back? Definitely Backlot from Call of Duty 4. It's got all of those different buildings that would make exo abilities amazing. Radiation is my favorite Black Ops 2 map, and again, I think that the exo abilities would work really well on that map. WMD, High Rise, and Mission are also maps that I think the exo abilities would work really well on. The next segment has been brought to you by No One Cares About KD. If you want insightful commentaries backed by some cinematic edits on gameplays, make sure you check out No One Cares About KD. And I mean, with a name like that, how could you not subscribe today? Link is in the description. Alright, so last and certainly not least, probably most important, is connection/matchmaking. Now, all of the rosy pictures I painted for you above, this is where the rubber hits the road. What the fuck happens when you actually get into the game? Well, the dedicated servers was a bullshit lie. I got 3 motherfucking host migrations in a row when playing Infected. 3 different games, 3 different fucking host migrations. The ping bars are about as reliable as your backup drug dealer. Even after the patch, when they said they fixed it, it's still a fucking joke. Some people don't know whether they're actually lagging or if the pin bars are fucked up, and I'll tell you, there have been definitely times when I've been lagging my dick off in this game. And I'll tell you guys why. The biggest issue is skill-based matchmaking. It exacerbates the fact that we still do not have fucking dedicated servers. The matchmaking algorithm needs to be adjusted promptly. Having people being matched up based on skill rather than latency is the biggest problem here, and it's why the connections are fucking terrible. Increased movement plus bad servers equals lots of fucking rage. That's really the only thing I rage about besides the fucking melee system, which I can't believe I didn't mention earlier, but the melee system really fucks me off in this game. If you remove the skill-based matchmaking, I guarantee you that almost 90% of the server and connection problems will be gone. Yes, dedicated servers would help, but then again, you always have to connect to the dedicated servers. And when you allow fucking Timmy No Thumbs with his 0.9 up and his 0.1 down, there is going to be no amount of fucking dedicated server that's going to help him from not being fucking laggy. By the way, here is the end of this gameplay. I am dicking on these kids only to have the game fucking crash. I was playing with Chaos Lord David, Raze Gaming, and iPlowApes, and they told me that after the game crashed on me, the lobby also crashed, meaning that I was host. Why do we still have the peer-to-peer system in 2014? It is inexcusable not to have dedicated servers for every fucking game. Please stay tuned for the thrilling conclusion of The Decision, sponsored by Raze Gaming, Chaos Lord David, and iPlowApes, just because, you know, Schwantz mentioned them in the previous sentence. Make sure you check out their channels. Link will be in the description. Now's the moment you've all been waiting for. Will I keep or will I return Call of Duty Advanced Warfare? I'm going to be keeping this game. That's right. I still enjoy playing this game in spite of the connection issues and the obvious weapon balancing problems. Those are the only 2 real issues with me. This is the first time I've enjoyed playing Call of Duty since maybe MW3, but then again, MW3 the first month or so was borderline unplayable again because of the matchmaking algorithm and lag compensation issues. If Sledgehammer gets this shit fixed, fixed, then this game will be unbelievably amazing. Right now, it's still just a pretty fucking good game. I enjoy playing it, but they need to address the flaws. I really enjoy the exo movement and the direction that they have taken this game. I'm still going to be doing my Battlefield 4 and Titanfall content, and by the way, I've just recently purchased the on-sale season pass for Titanfall, so I'm going to be giving you some DLC content as well for that game. So don't worry, guys. If you don't enjoy Advanced Warfare, there will still be stuff on my channel for you, and as always, I can go back and play older Call of Duty games at will. I still have footage from older Call of Duty games that I'll post up from time to time. Do I recommend you picking up Advanced Warfare? Well, this is definitely not a Call of Duty game like any other Call of Duty game you've previously experienced. It's a radical 180 from Call of Duty Ghosts, and even to a certain extent, Black Ops 2, which they, copied most of their philosophy from. The exo movement is honestly a game changer, and for me, it makes the way that I like to play Call of Duty, rushing around and dicking on people, a lot of fucking fun. If you're one of these people that don't like games like Titanfall or Crysis, with a lot of the futuristic movement and the abrupt shifts, then I don't know if this game is for you. Anyways, people, I hope you enjoyed my review of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Please feel free to ask me questions or to comment down below on anything I may have said in this video. I've been The Schwanz27, making like a fetus and heading out. Until next time.